Ed McFadden, and you had called and asked about an home energy audit. So I'm here today to talk a bit about that and explain the process to you, and perhaps answer any questions that you have, because there are a number of options that you have with regard to your house. If I were to proceed with a general inspection, a general audit, what I would do is look more extensively at the building. For instance, look at your insulation levels in the attic or in the basement or in your crawl space. I think you have a crawl space.
It's a crawl space.
I would look at your mechanical systems. That typically is the heating and air system. I would even look at your water heating. Now, I wasn't clear, is this house an all-electric house, or does it have gas appliances?
It's all electric.
All electric, okay. So that's a big issue, because if it had gas appliances, it would require a completely different kind of evaluation, one that would include more safety orientation, because gas, although could be dangerous, it's a safe product, but it can create a little more difficulty regarding safety. So given that this home is an all-electric home, we won't worry about what's called the combustion appliances. That would be your gas range or your gas furnace. The other thing that I would want to look at would be your energy consumption. And perhaps, and I'm not sure the camera will be able to zoom in a little bit, but if the camera were able to zoom in and see something like this, this is an energy audit provided by an electric company. And you can see that this particular energy audit is received on a monthly basis, and it shows a year's worth of electric usage comparing a highly efficient home with a standard home and a highly inefficient home. And you can see how these things go up and down. So that's something that we would want to look at with your house. So I would want to get 12 months past electric bills and kind of look at those. Another thing that I would do generally in a general inspection is just look at places where there might be energy loss. For instance, looking as when I came in, I noticed that you have a storm door on your front door. Now that makes it, the front door, more energy efficient. The difficulty with that is something that you may be able to see right now, is the door doesn't fit exactly tight.
Right, yeah.
And so there is some heat loss there, and that could be something that could easily be remedied by you, something very simple. There are several levels that North Carolina Home Audit can perform. And it really depends on you, the homeowner, and how much investment you want to make and how many diagnostic tests that you would like to accomplish. The next level would be a whole house tightness assessment, and that's where a blower door, an instrument that attaches to your front door or to your back door, and it causes your house to be tested for leaks and where specifically leaks may occur. No house is absolutely sealed tightly, so there are always some leaks, but there may be some significant ones. The most obvious ones typically around the windows, around the doors, sometimes around the base of the floor where the heating duct comes in from the lower level or from the basement or the crawl space into the home. Those things can be picked up by a blower door test. finally, if you chose as an existing homeowner to rate your home, let's say you were deciding that you wanted to know how your house rated against other houses built about the same time, or if you were considering the option of selling your home, you may want an energy rating. And there is a nonprofit organization, a national nonprofit organization called ResNet, the Residential Services Network, that has a system in place where your whole house is evaluated and it gets a score. And it's sort of like the EPA rating for your automobile. You get so many miles per gallon. The HERS rating gives you a number where 100 is considered a standard built home, and anything below that is more efficient, anything above that is less efficient. So I was saying earlier, for instance, if we had the comparison of a home built in 2000 with this house, which was built in 2010, the home in 2010 is probably going to have a much lower number than a house that was built in 2000. Most people, when I have made recommendations with regard to changes that would increase the comfort level, the health and safety of the family, and save money, could generally repay that investment of an audit within 2 to 5 years.
Yeah.
So it's not an immediate payback, but again, it's a long-term investment for you and your family and the home that you're in. The advantage, of course, should you decide to sell your home and move to a different location, you then have the option of showing the next homeowner what you've invested in this house to improve it.
Yeah, I like that idea.
So, any other questions?
No, I don't think so. I can't think of any. I may think of some later, but I
Okay.
can't think of any right now.
Well, it's a real pleasure to meet you.
Thank you for coming by.
And what I like to do is